Started. If you're just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. So we're going to work splits today. So when I say that, like 40% of you are like, yes, and then 20% of you are really kind of indifferent about it, and then the other 40% are like, no. So I usually don't even say what we're going to work on, but the reason I say that is if you have a towel or a strap, you might want to use that. You can grab it now to get started, but that'll just make this first part a little more pleasant if you have tight-ish hamstrings. So if you don't worry, we'll work around all of it. If you're new to me, my name is Maeve. Come on down to your backs. Give yourself a little squeeze here, knees to chest. Rock a little side to side. We're going to get right into it today. So left leg is going to extend out, right leg is going to come up. So this is where, if you have a strap or a towel, it's just going to give you a little bit more freedom to find the foot. Of course, if you can find the foot with your hand. But what I don't want is this, or like this, where you're like struggling. It should feel fairly easy so that you can use this moment to connect to your breath. So you can hold a hamstring if you need to. You can hold the leg wherever it feels comfortable, or you can use a strap or a towel if you have it. And then just settle and breathe. And as you smooth out your breath and your body responds to this, you haven't done anything yet, right? Unless you just came in from a run, or I don't know what you do in your house in the morning, but for the most of us, we have cold bodies right now. So just let this be easy. Let the breath guide you. You're going to bend your left knee, put your foot flat on the floor, cross your right ankle on your left thigh. Open the right knee out. You can support the knee here. You can stay here. Work on finding a neutral spine as best you can. If you'd like, you can lift the left leg up and thread the needle here. Two more breaths. And then just release it down. And release the right leg all the way up. And take the left leg up. So maybe hold the hamstring, maybe the calf, a strap or a towel, or maybe take the big toe. And go a little easier on this side. So if you're using the hamstring, push the hamstring into the hands so that you've got some resistance in both directions. And that's why the towel or strap is nice, because it gives you that sense of resisting, pushing away and gently pulling against it. And then you bend your right knee, put your foot flat on the floor, cross your left ankle on your right thigh. Gently press the knee open, stay here, or lift the right leg up. Take this left hand through the eye of the legs and thread the needle. Last full breath. And then release the legs. Hug both knees to your chest and then rock up. Come around up to hands and feet. Lengthen the heart forward, inhale. And exhale, round the back. Inhale and lengthen, cow. Exhale, round the spine. Really beautiful. Again, inhaling. And exhaling. Two more, inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Come to your neutral, tuck your toes, keep your knees bent, press your chest to your thighs. So knees are bent, hips are stretching back. Inhale, you're gonna roll forward, push into the legs. Come into upward facing dog on the balls of the feet. So adjust your stance if you need to. And then bring your chin into your chest and roll it back, bend the knees, crouch back. Push into the legs, push through, rolling forward. Upward facing dog on the balls of the feet. And then chin to chest, bend the knees as you pull the belly to bring you back. One more like that. Push, push, push through. Upward facing dog on those toes. And then chin to chest. Crouch back, get really long in your spine. And then slowly straighten your legs for downward facing dog. They may not straighten all the way, that is fine. Bring your feet a little closer to each other and then inhale your right leg up and back. Keep the leg straight, open the hip, lift a little higher, and then maybe bend the knee. Yeah, circle the ankle. Reverse it. Beautiful. Re-straighten the leg. Square the hips. Place your right foot between your hands. Back knee down. Shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. Half splits. Halfway. Keep extending the heart forward. Deepen the breath. If this is enough, you're going to stay here, right? If this is enough, you're going to stay here. If you want, bring your left hand outside of your right foot and then bring your right hand around a little bit more. Hold back on the right hip. Dig that heel in. This whole at-home thing is really cool because if you're late to class, you don't mess anybody's mat position up. The teacher doesn't need to know. The students don't know. You just roll in when you roll in, right? Let's find the silver lining everywhere. Good. If you took the hands off to the side, walk them back around. Bend the front knee. Sink down into your hips. Good. So you're not just sinking, you're pushing into the back foot, you're pushing into the back shin, the back knee. Your toes are pointed down and you're gonna push into the front leg to peel your spine up and rise up to Anjaneyasana. So energetically, feet pull toward each other. Ideally, you start to feel a stretch in the front of this left hip, the psoas, down the quadricep. And then how high can you take these arms? And maybe the energy of the heart follows the fingers up. Two more breaths. And then release your hands down. You're going to turn this back foot, this left foot over to the right. And then right arm onto your right thigh. Left arm reaches up and around. I want you to press your arm into the leg. You might start to extend this right arm out straight. Modified side angle on the back knee. Wrap the chest open. Push into that right foot. Allow that inner left groin and thigh to get a nice stretch. Last inhale. Bring the hands around. Bring the foot back, square. Tuck the back toes, straighten the front leg and pause. Couple more breaths if you want. Pick up the front toes. Rebend the front leg. Step back to plank. Inhale in plank. Tip forward to your toes. Hug your elbows to your side. Chaturanga or the floor. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Left leg back. Keep the leg straight. Lift it really high. And then maybe bend the leg. Opening the hips, circling the ankle one way. And reversing. And then come back through center. Exhale, place your left foot between your hands. Right knee down. Shift back, half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. So, as I mentioned, in case you weren't here in the beginning, and sometimes it serves you not to know these things, but we're doing a splits practice. Hanumanasana will lead into Hanumanasana. This is Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. This is always perfect. Take your time, even if you can do splits right out of the gate cold, take the process, enjoy the process. I won't know if you are or not, for a lot of you, because I can't see y'all. But take the process. Usually there's a reason we do things the way we do. This is enough. Stay here if you want. Bring the right hand outside the left leg, and then walk the left arm over more. It's like skipping all the tasties when you're in a tasting menu. You skip over the delicious things that start before you get to the main course. Don't skip over it. Coming back around, if you walk the hands around, bend the front leg, push into this back foot, push into the back shin, the front foot to rise up, Anjaneyasana. Lift the front of the pelvis. Light engagement in this right hip to open up the front of the hip. And then it's like this wheel in the heart, lifting you up, lifting you up, lifting you up. The arms are energized, you're reaching high. One more inhale. And then release your hands down. Take your back foot, turn it to the side. So right foot turns to the left. Left arm comes onto your thighs. Opening here. You've got a modified Parshvakonasana. So if you need to lengthen out your stance, just feel what feels right. And then you're pressing this left arm into the left thigh to open up. Really nice. Yes.
I can recall when your lips, you took a toy in the smile. Bright as the sun, strong in the cliffs. I haven't seen light in a while.
One more inhale. Release the hands around. Square out that back leg. Tuck the toes. And then straighten both of the legs as much as it feels comfortable. Melt the spine down. And then if that's enough, stay there if you want. Pick up the toes and the whole foot, really, except for the heel of that front leg. Kind of dig the heel down, or big toe down if you got the toes down, and pull back gently on that left hip crease. Last inhale. And then rebend the front leg, step back to plank. Strong inhale. Elbows into the sides, chaturanga or the floor. Up dog or cobra. Dog pose. Exhale.
wrist. I never thought it'd be this. I'm jumping out of your arms. I land and fall in a
Inhale, high to your
That's
toes.
what they call
Bend
it.
your knees, look at the top of your mat. Walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands. Come halfway with your inhale. Exhale, folding down. Weight toward your toes. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Rise up to stand. And exhale, draw your hands into your heart. Pausing here. Big inhale. Full exhale. Long inhale. Full exhale. Feel this rhythm. Long inhale. And full exhale. Beautiful. Moving with our breath. Inhale. Rising up. Exhale. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale. Halfway. Chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale and rise. Dog pose. Exhale. Right away, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale. Draw your hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, bow forward. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhaling up. Down dog, exhale. Inhale to your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, feet to hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale, go forward to fold forward. Send the spine forward. Yes. Halfway, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale and rise, up dog. Pull from the belly, downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale to your toes, stretch back, exhale, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. Rise, inhale. Hands into your heart, exhale. Inhale, rise. Stay forward to the toes as you exhale. Bow, 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 bow. Offer your heart, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, lifts. Dog pose, exhale. Right leg back, inhale. Right knee, left tricep, exhale. Extend that leg out, right leg out to the left. Turn the left heel in, fallen triangle, opening up. And then release the hand down. Inhale, right leg up and back, roll the hip open. If it feels good, flip over wild thing. If it doesn't, just take a stretch there. With an inhale, come around. Exhale, step your right foot top of the mat. Crescent pose, rise up. So same energy as Anjaneyasana and the legs, just with the back leg lifted, the knee lifted. Yes. Beautiful. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands down. And then straighten the front leg. Back heel is going to stay lifted up off the floor. So lots of energy upward. And then if you want, pick up the front foot other than the heel. Yeah. Melt down. Rebend the front leg, root the toes, turn the back heel to the center of your mat. Right arm can be on your thigh, right hand can be at the floor. Rolling open, Parsva Konasana. So hugging that right hip under the body. Push into the right big toe and let the knee move out toward the pinky toe, all while pushing that arm and leg against each other. One more inhale. Release your left hand down. Stay low. You're going to come onto the back toes. You're going to take your right hand to your right calf and see if you can work your shoulder inside of your knee. Take a few breaths here. And then if it's okay, right hand comes on top of your right foot. And then left hand comes on top of your right hand so that you're balancing on just your feet. Of course, if that's not okay, you can use your elbow on the left arm to kind of give yourself a brace, but see if you can just hover. I'm actually going to turn toward you to make sure that you can actually see what's happening here. But just the feet are on the floor. Yeah? Okay. Perhaps just the feet are on the floor. One more inhale. Bring your hands back down to the ground and then take it back. Chaturanga. Rise to open. And dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross over to your right. Look over to the right. Fallen triangle. Extending open. Yeah. Come back around. Take this left leg up and back. Open the hip. If it feels good, flip over. Inhale, come around. Exhale, step your left foot top of the mat. Crescent pose, rising up. Yes. Beautiful, beautiful. Don't stop there. Yes, yes, you look fantastic. Hi, Sandy. Good to see you guys. Really nice. Stay in that crescent pose. You've got this. You've got this. One more inhale. Release your hands down. Stay high in the back toes. Straighten the front leg. Maybe pick up the front toes. Yeah. I'm not bossy, I'm the boss. You know I can set it off. But I'd rather do my heart when I feel like getting God. Nothing bothers me at all. I am more than my emotions. Drop up on the kneecaps. Drop up on the kneecaps. Quadriceps engaged. It's going to help give the hamstrings some freedom. Your brain needs to know that you're safe before muscles can open up. Rebend that front leg, side angle, root the back heel down. Hug that left hip under your body. Use the arm and the leg against each other. Good, bring it around. Come onto the back toes. Start to work the shoulder inside of the left knee. So you bring your left hand to your calf to give yourself a little leverage here. Start to pull the heart forward. And you can put your right hand out to the side to kind of give yourself some leverage here. And then when you start to feel solid, maybe bring your left hand on top of your left foot. And then maybe your right hand on top of your left hand. 2 more breaths, really full. Yes, 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 you've got this. Good, hands are gonna come down. Take it back. Chaturanga. Rise. And downward facing dog, downward facing dog. We're gonna take that sequence, we're just gonna speed it up a tiny little bit. So stay with your breath, it's in your body. Trust yourself, trust me if you want, but trust yourself. Be confident. Right leg back, inhale. Cross to the left, fallen triangle, open it up. Come back around. Right leg to the sky, open the hip wide open if you want it. Right foot top of the mat. Crescent pose, inhale. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Straighten the front leg, lift the toes if you want. Rebend the leg, back heel turns down, side angle. Release the hand back down. Right shoulder inside of the knee. Good, maybe take a pause here, maybe bring your hands down to the ground, Kundanyasana 2. And then everybody, chaturanga. Rise, inhale, and down dog, exhale. Left leg back, inhale. Cross to the right, fallen triangle. Come back around. Left leg up and back. Open the hips, flip over if you want. Left foot top of the mat. Crescent, rise. And then release your hands down. Front leg straightens, maybe lift up the toes. Rebend the leg, back heel roots. Side angle. Release it back down, shoulder inside. Take a pause. Maybe pick up that front leg. Maybe float it up. And then chaturanga. Inhale, lifting. And down dog, exhale. Smooth out your breath, smooth out your breath. Beautiful, yes. High to your toes, inhale. Bend your knees, look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Chair pose, inhale. Hands into your heart, don't go anywhere. Hands into your heart. Pick up your left leg, pick up your left knee. And then push both legs straight to come into standing splits. So if you don't need your hands on the floor, you'll have your hands at your heart the whole time. You're pushing down into the standing foot. You're trying to work the standing leg straight. It doesn't have to go straight. It doesn't have to go straight, but that's the energy of it. And then the same thing on the top leg. It doesn't have to be straight, but that's the energy of it. So you're pushing your feet away from each other. And then right hand to the floor if it's not yet there, take it out to the side. I like to put a little bend in my knee to transition here. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. If you'd like, bend the top leg. Take the foot of the ankle, kick your foot into your hand. So as you're doing that, if you've taken Shavasana, contain the belly a little bit. So don't just open up and let everything go blah. Contain the belly. So that you start to feel that you're getting an opening in the front of that left hip. Yeah, and the quadricep. So contain, find some strength. Use that glute. If you have the foot, release it. Come around to square. Pull your left knee to your chest. Round your back like you're in cat's pose. Round your back like you're in cat's pose. And this may not work on every body, and that's okay. You're gonna start to pull that left leg all the way through and come on down to seated here. So right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Even if you have to get there a different way and join us there. Hold your right shin with your left hand. Reach to the sky in hand. Right hand comes to your left foot or your shin or something. You just find what you get, yeah? Release your left hand, bring it behind your hips, push yourself forward a little bit more. And then wrap this right arm. That might be it. Maybe the left hand comes from the back. And then you wrap a little deeper, pushing this right tricep gently into that right shin to draw the heart forward. Release the hands. See if you can get that left foot with both of your hands. You might not, and that's okay. Maybe you get your shin. A couple more breaths here. And then we're gonna have some fun. And so I say it's gonna be fun because do not let this bring you down. Do not take yourself too seriously whatsoever. If you can, you're gonna take your left hand, first two fingers and your thumb to your left big toe. If you can't, bend your knee and then you can. How's that? Use your right hand to give yourself a little start. We're gonna come all the way up to standing. Rising up. Beautiful. I know at least 3 of you did it. That makes me happy. Maybe more. At least 3. Is that a good estimate? Hold the leg up, both arms up. And then chair pose and pause. Bring your hands into your heart. Yeah, yeah. So good. Pick up your right knee. Shift into that left foot. So we have to push both legs long. So it's not just a standing leg. It's not just a lifted leg. Both legs push away from your center to come into standing splits. You might need your hands on the floor, even if it's just for like a little tap, one of these jobbies to kind of put you back on track. Maybe you need to solidify yourself. Maybe you're good with your hands at your heart. Nobody needs to know. Challenge yourself, but let it feel good as well. And safe, of course, safe. And then into half moon. So I like to bend my standing leg, reset the hip, and then open up. And then maybe Chapasana. Yeah. So glad you're here today, kicking off your weekend. If there's any delineation from weekday to weekend for you, I know a lot of you are still working a lot, so hopefully you really feel that this is your start of the weekend. Release the foot if you have it. Pull your knee, your right knee into your chest, round your back, pull your belly in, start to shoot that right leg forward, and then come on down to seated. And then stretch the left arm up. Reach for that right foot. You use your right hand to give you more leverage here. And then bring the arm around if it's okay. And then maybe the right hand comes from the back. And then use the left tricep into the shin to draw the heart forward, to draw the spine forward. If this pose doesn't work, you make something up. It's totally fine. Inhale, pull the heart up. Release the arms. Right hand comes for that right foot. Good. Bend your knee if you need to. Bring your left hand behind you or at your side to give yourself a little help here to get started. Shifting into that foot. I'm going to rise up to stand. And then both arms up, leg up, both legs straight, and then forward fold, top of the mat. Separate your feet at distance, first two fingers and thumbs. Wrap your big toes, pull your heart forward, inhale. And then down with your exhale. Inhale, draw the heart forward. Hands to the ground, vinyasa or just down dog. Right leg back in half. Cross over to the left, fallen triangle. Maybe make it a little bigger. And then bring it back around. Open up, wild thing if it feels good. Yeah. And then right foot top of the mat. Crescent pose, inhale, same thing. Exhale, hands release down. Straight the front leg, maybe lift the toes up. And then rebend the leg. This time, right hand to the inside of the right foot for Konasana. Option to wrap it, bringing the right arm under, the left arm behind. And then you have the wrap. See if you can keep it. You're going to turn onto your back toes. You're going to start to slide this right shoulder inside of your knee. Really nice. Release your left hand to the floor. Don't go anywhere. Take your right hand to your calf. Push the shoulder under even more. Bring the right hand down to the floor. Slide the left foot in closer. Slide the left foot in closer. And then see if you can lift the left leg up. So it's like standing splits with your shoulder inside of your knee. Crazy! Then from there, if you want, you can start to bend the left leg and then see if you can find your foot with your right hand. It's not very pretty on me today, but again, like 3, maybe 5, you got this. It's more of a brain twister than anything else. Don't stress over it. It's just a damn pose. And then if you found the foot, release it. Step your left foot back. Walk your hands around, cross Sarita Padottanasana to the left side of your mat. Folding down. Good. Couple more breaths there. Really good work. And then lengthen your spine forward. I just flipped around so that I can be facing you, so you're good wherever you are. We're just going to go side to side a few times here in Skandasana. So this might be like hips high for you. Great. It might be low. It might be so low you actually bring this left hip or right hip down, not my left, but maybe do yours. Good. Two more, two more. Around the top of your mat. And then step it back. Chaturanga. Rising up. And dog pose, exhale. Left leg back in hand. Crossing to the right, fallen triangle. Bring it back around. Left leg up and back, maybe flipping over. And then left foot top of the mat. Crescent in hand. And then both hands down. Front leg straightens, maybe the toes lift. And then Parsvakonasana, option to wrap it. Option to take the bind here. Yes, beautiful. And then if you have the wrap, see if you can keep it. Just start to turn your chest toward the floor. You might need to widen the left foot a little to the left to make yourself feel stable. Woo, like me. And then you come onto the right toes and you're working the shoulder inside of the knee. Yeah. Release the hands down. Use your left hand into the calf to give yourself a little more leverage. And then slide this right foot in closer. And you can start to bring your left hand behind your left hip. I like my right hand a little forward out to the side. And then tipping and lifting. Use the right hand to help stabilize. Maybe bend the top leg, find your right foot with your left hand, and then you start to kick open. Yes. I see the work, I see effort, I love it. Balance the ease with effort. So good. And then releasing gently. Right foot steps back. Square your feet, Prasarita. Again, this time maybe lace the hands behind the hips. And then inhale, rise up to stand. Beautiful. You're almost ready to do splits, almost. You're gonna turn this right foot open. Right hip open. Push the left heel a little bit away from you. Reach the arms out. Triangle. Maybe a half wrap here. Maybe a full wrap here. If you're feeling very ambitious, I don't think I am. You can take wrapped half moon, lifting this back leg up. This leg comes up. Mostly because this pose really challenges me, because you know what, that means I should probably do it. So if you want, shifting, bound half moon. Oh, one of these days. Good. Come back up to stand. Reverse the feet. Triangle to the left. Use your big toes. Draw up on the quadriceps, draw up on the knees, maybe taking a half wrap, maybe a full wrap. Lengthen out the sides of the body, the left rib cage especially. If this is enough, just stay here. Give myself a little room. And if you want, round half. So hard, so hard. For me, so hard. Not today. Good. Come back around. This time, bring your hands down. I was going to say last vinyasa, but I don't know if that's entirely true. And then down dog. Step your right foot between your hands. Left knee down. Shift your hips back. Ardha Hanumanasana. We've been here, yeah? You can stay here. This is beautiful. You can fold it out. You have the back toes tucked or the back toes released. You can take this front foot forward. You can take it forward as much as you want. Keep the toes, the feet active. Draw upward, energetic. Draw upward. Maybe arms up overhead.
I don't know who you are, but I'll save you a seat. Hang my coat on a chair next to me.
Last inhale. Hands down and clear up. Carefully come out just as mindfully as you went in. And then rebend the front leg. Tuck the back toes. Step back. If you'd like vinyasa, go for it. Otherwise, straight into down dog. And then left leg forward. Place the right knee down. Straighten the front leg and shift back. All the same options apply. So in splits, we often get caught up on how much mobility we need in this front hamstring, which we really do. But to go into the full version of Hanumanasana, it has a lot to do with the back hip as well, opening up the front of this thigh and openness across the psoas and the hips flexors, all the way up into the way the fascia lies up into your belly, right? So yes, front leg, super important. But pay attention to the back leg, especially if you've moved forward. You're not passive in that back leg. You need to engage so that you are really stable in your brain, tells your body it's okay to go here. If your brain doesn't send that message, it's going to be too more challenging, or you might hurt yourself when you get there. Last 2 breaths. And then hands down. Carefully draw back up. Rebend the front leg. This is, in fact, your last vinyasa if you choose to go through. And then dog pose. Good. Lift your heels, bend your knees, bring your feet to your hands or jump through, and then lie down onto your backs. So good. So good. Bend your knees, feet are flat, arms pressed down. Without even going anywhere, press the arms down, press the shoulders down. Feel the heart start to rise through the sternum. And then press the feet down. Lift the hips, stretch the tailbone for the backs of your knees. And then maybe lace your hands behind your hips, draw the shoulders further under. Press the arms down. Setu Bandha Sharvangasana. Shoulder supported bridge pose. And then release down with your exhale. We have two more. You can do this in bridge pose. You can do classical bridge like we just did, or single leg bridge, so ekapada, all that good stuff. Or Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow, single leg. If you need to get it stable first, go for it. So I'm going to go with upward facing bow, single leg. We'll do one side, we'll do the other side separately. Make it your own. Make it your own. To set up for Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands back by the ears and shoulders, rising up here. Find your center. So whether you're in bridge or upward facing bow, find your center, and then pick up one leg if it's okay. Just notice where your hips are. So the sides of your body feel balanced, or does one side feel shorter, specifically the one with the leg up. Bring your foot down, and then releasing down. And pause. Receive the pose. How was that? If it needs adjustments, you'll make them. If you were good and you want to do the same thing second side, here we go. Set your hands, set your feet, your shoulders if you're in bridge pose, rising up. And then second side, extend the leg up. And then put down and release down. Good. Take your arms out to the side, take your feet out wide, drop your knees into each other. Give yourself a moment here. Take both knees to the right. And then both knees to the left. So here's how we're going to finish. Lots of opportunities. If you're comfortable on your back, you're going to take your legs straight up. If you have that strap or towel, you can support the legs here and just get this last bit of opening on these hamstrings. So keeping the sacrum down and just stretching here as if you were in a seated forward fold. Yeah. If you want, plow pose, shoulder stand, headstand, handstand if you want. I know I got some handstanders there. So whatever feels good to you. We're going to take about 1 minute. It's not very long, so get to it without feeling frantic. I'm going to stay here today. So if you want to join me here. Yeah? Smooth out your breath. About 5 more breaths wherever you are. Really nice. And then come out slowly. Bending your knees if you're on your back. You're going to put your left foot on the ground, cross your right ankle on your left side. Just stay here. Just stay here. You're going to drop your legs over to the left. And then take your right arm out to the side. Move here however you want. If you want to draw this knee across, go for it. If you want to extend this top leg out, go for it. And come back through center. Just pull up for a breath. And then release it. Right foot down, left ankle crosses. And then take the legs to the right. Let's explore however you want. So for me, this feels amazing, but maybe you want to bring the knee across. Maybe you want to extend the leg out. Back through center. Good. One hug in. And then release the legs out. Shavasana. Stay with me. Don't wish this moment away. Don't wish it away. Be here now. Release your eyes, your breath, your body. Allow your breath to deepen. Wake up your hands and your feet. And when you're ready, reach your arms overhead. Roll to your right side. And then from there, press to seated, rising all the way up. When you are seated, bring your hands together at your heart in prayer. Just lift your heart to your hands. Hands press back, you meet the pressure. And a simple gesture, Anjali Mudra. Really honoring yourself for being here today, for this gift you give yourself every time you practice yoga, whether that be asana, meditation, breath, whatever yoga is for you. And how amazing it is that we can have this community together, even when we're separated. And I thank you for making the effort to be here. I will see you soon. If you have questions, let me know. Namaste.